Welcome you all to our Peru's desk at Double M Global Media. My name is Maura DK. We peruse the news that are going on around the country in Kenya, and also we discuss some pertinent issues about our growth and development. But first, we go to the politics. Mount Kenya Kingpin tussle. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is at it again, addressing the crowd when he attended the Kikuyu Benga musician Samuel Mushoki, aka Samido, Foundation Lounge. The name of controversial, who was once Mogiki sect leader Maina Njenga, was mentioned. Cautioning the musicians at the event, Rigathi Gachagua asked them not to allow or invite Maina Njenga to their shows. He further went ahead to praise Samido for inviting women to the event, contrary to a gathering which Maina Njenga pulls but without a single woman. This comes amid the tussle on who is the kingpin in Mount Kenya, with Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria downplaying the assumption that Riggy is. Maina Njenga has shown unwavered interest in the political sport, which determines more than who the president will be put, but also secures the interest of Mount Kenya region. We all have seen this play in the ground, and we will continue to get more news as we continue to unravel this Mount Kenya leadership and kingpin tussle. This is after the past election where our kingpin president Uhuru Kenyatta handed over leadership to the current president, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. On another news, we go to Shakahora update. Paul Mackenzie, a controversial pastor who is still in remand in connection to the gruesome murder dubbed Shakahora massacre, has been sentenced to 12 months in prison or pay shillings 100,000 as fine for producing films without legal certification. This has no connection to the major case where him and several others are yet to be convicted or vindicated. This leaves is begging the question, what is breaking the law? And now we turn to Azimio la Umoja on Raila, speaking about privatization. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance flag bearer in the past Honorable Raila Odinga has joined millions of Kenyans who are against privatization of 11 parastatals. In a move to pressure the government to reduce the cost of living, Raila reiterated that there are national landmarks and heritage that should remain government property. Honorable Kaluma hinted that ODM will impeach the president should the move to privatize materializes. We would like to hear your thoughts about these, and in the future we will discuss why the government privatizes national or government-owned parastatals or corporations. On sports and entertainment, Kenya under 16 beat Somalia 3-1 in Sekafa qualification with a rising star Adrian Kibet scoring. Kibet has become a sensation for his promising talent, and he was among the few younger stars scouted for international training. He also scored the only goal against Rwanda. In other news, there is a hype going around in the Possible and Ear Churchill show going down with the gospel artist Christina Shusho expected to grace the occasion. A section of Kenyans on the social media have been hyping the event with emphasis put on Susho for her song, which has gained another meaning. The event is scheduled at 31st December 2023. And I have seen some social media sensationalists raising the issue. Shusho was hyped in coming to Kenya. Some people said that going to Churchill is more of a comedy than ushering in the new year with worship. What are your thoughts? My parting thoughts is a reflection on politics from a philosophical point of view. Politics, as the art of science of governance, has been a subject of philosophical inquiry for centuries. Philosophers have sought to understand the nature of political power, the role of government, the rights and obligations of citizens, and the conditions for a just and harmonious society. Socrates, in his dialogue, examined the foundation of political authority and questioned the legitimacy of power based solely on tradition or force. He argued that true leadership should be based on knowledge and virtue, and that citizens should critically evaluate the actions of their rulers. Plato, in his Republic, envisions an ideal society ruled by philosopher kings who would possess the wisdom and the virtue necessary to govern justly. He believed that democracy was flawed, as it could easily be manipulated by demagogues who appealed to the emotions rather than the reason of the people. Aristotle, in his Politics, argued that humans are by nature political animals and that the purpose of government is to promote the common good. He believed that the best form of government is a mixed constitution and that combines elements of monarchy, aristocracy, and democracy. Thomas Hobbes, in his Leviathan, argued that humans are inherently selfish and that without a strong central authority, society would descend into chaos. He believed that the best way to protect individual rights was to grant absolute power to a sovereign. John Locke, in his two treatises of government, he argued that individuals have natural rights to life, liberty, and prosperity, and that these rights can be protected only by a government that derives its power from the consent of the governed. He believed that the best form of government is a limited constitutional monarchy. These are just a few of the many philosophers who have contributed to our understanding of politics. Their insights continue to be relevant today as we grapple with the challenges of governing in a complex and ever-changing world. From the desk of M Global Media, I wanted us also to mention one thing about health. Yesterday, as you all know, was the World Health Day, World AIDS Day. And if we go back, we can study where the HIV AIDS came from. And today, as we ponder on the world's AIDS Day that we celebrated on the 31st of, actually it's 1st of December 2023, we're talking about the theme which was let communities lead. This is a very great approach, especially on keeping the community informed on HIV/AIDS so as to avoid more spreading of the virus and more worse still stigmatization of people living with the virus. Kenya was ranked 7 globally with the people living with the virus, whereby 1.4 million people are HIV positive in Kenya. What are the measures that the government can take to curb the spreading? How common Wanjiku can be informed on things HIV and how preventative and curative measures are being taken by the government and by other agencies and organizations? What would you do if you are the member of parliament or rather in an office to help people with the virus? What do you think should be done to children born with the virus or children orphaned due to the virus at the constituency level? Let us continue to ponder on the community's lead. What measure do you think the community should do to form the lowest level possible? These are questions that we need to ponder within ourselves today as we grapple the menace. We have survived COVID-19 and there is more infectious diseases that comes, but one that is more preventable is HIV/AIDS. What are your thoughts? From the desk of Peruse the News, Maura DK, M Global Media. Thank you for watching.